guys, this is Sandy with the ICE Resin Design Team 2015. The ICE Resin site is full of lots of great ICE resin tricks, but today I'm going to teach you how to undo some of those. So if you're anything like me, I'm sure you have bezels that didn't come out quite right. You poured them and you weren't happy with how they looked, or they were over poured. Well, I figured out a way to actually get the resin out of the bezels and preserve the bezel. You have to boil them. So you want to get a pan that you're not going to use for food anymore. So get an old pan, fill it with water, put your bezels in there and bring it to a boil. They need to boil for quite a while. They need to boil for between 20 and 30 minutes. So these pieces have been boiling for about 25 minutes. I'm going to check them and see if they're ready. So I'm going to take this one out, and usually when they're ready the ends start to curl up. This one isn't doing that yet, and I see that the pieces are still kind of coming out in chunks, so I don't think this one's quite ready yet. I'm going to throw it back in for a little while and then we'll try it again. Okay, so I just pulled this one out. This one I used negatives, and they were really cool old negatives, but once the resin got in there, they just weren't very shiny. So I just pulled this one out. I let it cool for maybe, 30 seconds, and while it's still soft, the open back bezels work the best for getting this out, obviously, because you can get some, leverage. So I'm just gonna push, just push it out. And really, this one did pretty good. All but just the corners came out. And then I can just clean this up with pliers. The pliers will get, the bottom of it out. And if it all doesn't come out, throw it back in the water and boil it a little bit more. So I have a bigger bezel in here that's been boiling really for probably about, I would say, 35, maybe 40 minutes. This one was a big bezel that I just did and pulled it out. I still have some left in the corner, so I'm going to throw it back in. You want to let this cool enough that you don't burn yourself, but not so much that the resin starts to harden back up. So I'm going to try to get this out and we'll see. This one I actually used a rivet on, so we'll see how that does. And sometimes you get lucky and this all comes out in one nice piece. Sometimes it comes out in pieces like this is doing. So let's see. But it does all pull away from the corners. It all pops up really nice. So you can get, you can save your bezel and make more mistakes. So this one's almost done. So I just have some paper here to clean up and just the very corners of this one. This one probably could have done with another 5 minutes of boiling also, but you get the point. So thanks for visiting. You can see my stuff at sweetpeajewelry1.blogspot.com, and don't forget to come back to iceresin.com for more interesting tricks and tips. Thanks, guys.